how you doing? My name is Leo and I'm from People Circle. I'm here today to talk to you about what it means to be witty. Being witty means having something funny or interesting to say at any time. It also means being entertaining. People who are seen as outgoing are considered witty. One of the best ways to be charismatic or likable is to be the opposite of creepy. Creepy people just stand there looking around, nodding in sage agreement when people say things, but they aren't necessarily creeps just because they're creepy. Sorry if this idea describes you in any way. What I was getting at is that a lot of the people who are silent in conversation simply don't have anything to say, or they don't know anything that would be clever or noteworthy. So they just remain silent in thought. Don't let this be you. Situational wit is wit which could not have been thought of beforehand. It's significant because it's an indicator of social skill or past social success. That is, it's an honest signal, meaning one that can't be faked. Mastering situational wit requires practice. Improvisational comedy is a great example of situational wit, and it's also a great form of practice. When trying to develop situational wit, you don't have to stay away from retelling old jokes, as this develops an integral part of communicating wittiness, timing and delivery. The other half of practicing situational wit is to put yourself in situations where you can be witty. Simply by attempting to be and practicing being witty, you'll become better at situational wit. Have been able to assume follow through is simply not ending your witty banter before it gets a reaction. When you say something especially noteworthy but don't continue on the same train of expression, people will be put off. The reason being is similar to the reason specificity works. That is, it expresses intentionality and commitment. People feel good when they feel engaged. Eliciting engagement on purpose shows people that you value their engagement. You have to allow people the opportunity to be engaged. And when you end your attempt at wit prematurely, people don't have the opportunity to be engaged, and they mentally become averse to that moment. Specificity, that is, including all the details of what you're communicating, especially specific details, is a useful type of wit. When you're more specific in your communication, people can understand your thought process better. Many times we have something witty to say, but it doesn't come across as especially witty because it's just too simple. By using specificity in your wit, people will see the intentionality behind it. Without intentionality, you might still be funny, but you won't often be perceived as clever because of something you said. When you add detail, people are more likely to laugh at your jokes, both simply because it requires their full attention to comprehend the meaning, and because they see it as a more meaningful observation and one which is more closely representative of your humor.